Hello and thank you for watching. Let's play some more Rome 2 Total War in the Roman Ascension campaign. So in the last episode we just did some civil development. If you just watched that one, you just heard me say those exact words. We're just going through making sure that everything is in tip-top shape. Looks like we can upgrade this. So we'll do that. We'll continue to do some civil development in this episode and hopefully have a battle soon against these guys. But I'm not at war with anyone. Not right now. Somebody has an unassigned skill. Who would that be? Oh, I have this army down here. That's right. This guy is training up these troops. So if anyone gets into us, these troops have been training down here, stationary, for quite some time. If anyone attempts to attack this island, I've got a pretty strong army defending it, which is good. That's what you want. Okay. Just gave him an ability that'll make the army a bit more intimidating. Let's go ahead and end the turn. It is 230 BC, winter. Oh, the spy just moved in range of Nora, so we can now see Nora. I might attack Nora first, frankly, because it's just, ooh, what's here? Someone else wants to attack Nora. That could be a good thing if that army comes in and takes Nora, because they might not be military allies. Yeah, they're not friends. So what's this? A Suebian army led by Walafrid has moved in. The Fires of Suna is the name of this army, and they are threatening Nora. It looks like the Venetians have a spy here too. So this is very interesting. I'm going to put my spy kind of out here, just to kind of watch what's happening. So the reason it's interesting that these guys just showed up, if the Fires of Suna move in and take Nora, a couple of things are going to happen. First of all, yeah, Norea's army is not as big as this one. So the next turn is going to be really interesting to watch. So a couple of things. Number one, they have the potential very much to take it. And that would leave this army weakened if I were to move in with one of my own armies to try and take it myself. And I could sneak attack them because they wouldn't necessarily, this is just the way the game's mechanics work, they wouldn't necessarily see the army coming and think, oh, that army is coming to conquer me, because I'm not at war with these people. So I could just sort of march my army in quick march all the way from here to there. Or might not even take a quick march. Let's take a look. Yeah, it would take a quick march. This is how far my army can move in one turn. That's how far it can quick march. So even a quick march, it wouldn't get all the way. It would be trespassing on Patavium, so they wouldn't like that very much. But yeah, they could just go all the way up here, and then I could attack Nora. Now the other thing that would happen is if these guys took Nora, let me show you something. Suebians are not, they're up here. See Subia, this province? Close to Norway, actually. Close to modern-day Denmark. They are not allied with these other two states here. So I could come in and I could take Noria from the Suebians without declaring war on the Norians, I guess, which would prevent me from getting into a conflict right away with Coria and Octoduron. I like it. I like it a lot. It would be weird though, because at first, notice where, look on my mini-map here. This little block of dark green land, that's where Noria is. So if I captured it, it actually wouldn't be connected to my empire. Not right away. I've never done that before. But tactically, this might be the best move to make, because Noria is a capital city. And if I take Noria first, it's kind of like just knocking out the biggest task first. That's what I should do. These guys are almost ready. Get them fortified. And here's another. See, because Patavium is currently owned by the Venetians, public order is going to kind of crawl up at 7 per turn. So it's going to take several turns for public order to improve in Medellin. It's got to go from -44 to 100. So we're looking at 140. We're looking at 20 turns at that current rate, which the rate will improve. But right now, it's 20 turns. So it's going to take a while for that to improve. So, and part of what's helping it improve at the current rate is these armies are stationed in the cities I've conquered. So I don't really want to move these two. So this is what I was telling you earlier about how the minute the Republic starts to expand, things get a little dicier. And you can't just have big armies march everywhere and have these super straightforward battles. It's going to get dicey, but in a fun way. Let's see what's going on here. Taking a peek around to see what else I can upgrade. Certainly can't upgrade anything in Carthage because I don't own Carthage. Oh, cool. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and install fountains. This is an upgrade to the aqueduct. Notice the aqueduct has been built. It's right there. Pretty cool. The fountains will give me additional growth, some additional wealth, and it'll also help with Latin cultural influence more than any of their... I could do latrines as well. I could also do a water tank, but fountains would be the most helpful to me with what I need in Medellin right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And it also looks like I have the option of upgrading the consecrated ground, but because I just used most of my money on the fountains, I don't have that many options. So I'm going to skip that. Politically? No, but we did climb to 73%, which is good. That's what we want. End the turn. This number... my headset just slipped off. What I was laughing at is I almost just pointed to the screen as if you guys could have seen that. I'm losing my mind. It's all right. All right, the Common Weights and Measures research is complete. We've been asked to recruit a dignitary. I am not normally good about maintaining dignitaries. All right, now they wanted us to have a technology of tactics, which is fine, because... Oh, wait, no, can't do it just yet. Need to finish this research here. So we're going to finish the Economy 1 tab, which will give us some bonus food every turn. We want this number to stay positive. Basically, that means that we have enough food for the Empire. The Republic. It's not an empire yet. But this is going to take 3 turns. It'll give us some additional wealth from any agricultural buildings we have, and also reduce construction costs for future agriculture. So that's what we're going to do with that. Looks like we can promote Spurius again. So we did that. And also I saw something about... Yes, okay, so there is what's called a population surplus down here in Magna Graecia, which we'll get to in the next turn. But for now, I want to go ahead and build... Yeah, let's build a Shrine of Jupiter in Medellin. That's like the main kind of Roman temple. It's going to help with influence as far as converting this area, which it's already converting, by the way. Notice this number has changed to 8. It's already converting to Latin influence. So that's helpful. We want that number to go up even higher. Let's see if there's anything that might be a little better. So this army now is fully healed and ready to march. Look! Look, 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 look! They are sieging Nora. I am going to move this army as close as I can. If they take Nora in the next turn, which it looks like they will unless someone comes in and helps them, I will be able to make a move. That's very helpful. Alright. I want to be mindful of the fact that I haven't had any good cinematic battles in a few turns here, so I apologize for the detailed, kind of empire management videos. Some of you are going to find that more interesting than others. Hopefully I am explaining everything clearly enough for those of you who are trying to follow the management stuff. If not, just leave me a comment, seriously. I would be happy to be a bit more specific with some of this, and maybe that would make it more interesting for everyone. Who knows? So leave me some feedback. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and turn.
Carthage needs your support. What say you?
Carthage wants a defensive alliance. Interesting. That's not historically accurate, but it does give. It puts me one step further away from war with Carthage. They'd be my allies, especially if anyone came at me from that direction. They want me to pay them, though. Okay, well, I want to be on good terms with Carthage. I'm going to do a counter offer without that payment. Okay, so I now have a defensive alliance with Carthage. Rome and Carthage are defensive allies. Interesting. Looks like the Venetians are getting in on this action now. This is going to be very interesting to watch. War declared between Massilia and Sessitani. So these folks. Here's Massalia, the capital of Massilia, and Tolosa. They're fighting against these guys that have control of Terrico down here in what is modern Spain. So, war target available. Yeah. That message was just telling me that Rome has the ability to declare war targets. Temple of Minerva has finished building in Syracuse. Thank you for that. Political situation is great. Notice this number is climbing. It's at 10 now. Also, I'm going to go ahead and improve the mine at Genua. Alright, so I can expand Lilibeum here. Or I could wait a turn. No, not a turn. It's going to take a little while, but yeah, I'm going to wait. Because I have the option of expanding Lilibeum, but I would rather expand Brundisium here, which is closer to home. That's just a tactical choice. So I'll go ahead and level up this new barracks, which will give me some more recruiting options. Some units you actually haven't seen yet. End the turn, go to 276 winter. Or maybe it'll put us in 275 winter. Be very interested to see what's happening up there at Nora. Check that as soon as the turn ends here. Ah! Ludi Romani. Instituted in the early days of the Roman Republic, the Ludi Romani was a day-long public festival held in honor of Jupiter Optimus Maximus. The celebrations began with the grand procession from the Temple of Jupiter to the Circus Maximus, where animal sacrifices would be offered in Jupiter's name. The rest of the day was devoted to chariot races between skilled athletes, a dangerous and thrilling sport which rapidly became an obsessive passion for the people of Rome. Over the next 4 centuries, Rome prospered, and the Ludi Romani grew into many days of feasting, celebration, and games. It later came to incorporate theater, dance, and other forms of entertainment. By the time the Republic gave way to the days of the Empire, there were a number of regular Ludi held throughout the year, and the Ludi Romani had expanded into a 15-day extravaganza. So this is a 4-turn bonus that's going to help with cultural influence and public order in all of our provinces. So that'll really help convert and improve public order. Look at that. We're at 13 now, so we're really climbing quickly. We've almost doubled the rate at which public order is improving here in our new province of Cisalpina. It's handy. Faction destroyed. The Nora has been destroyed. It's time for me to make... Oh, no. No! Oh, look what's happened. Oh, man. Alright, so for those of you who don't see it, maybe you haven't been watching the series as long, or you just don't know these symbols as well as I do. The Venetians came in, and they now control Nora as well. So the Venetian tribe, they're actually expanding, and they have a formidable amount of territory, including now a capital city province. And I'm trading with them. So this is actually going to help give me money for a while. Okay. The spy, I want to go ahead and have her come back to Korea. I'm no longer going to trouble myself because I told myself I was not going to fight the Venetians yet. And even though that didn't really go according to plan, see, there's that army that was going to attack. Even though that didn't go according to plan, it still kind of did what I was aiming to do, because I knew that if it basically took these guys out of the picture. Any of these three cities that I would have attacked up here, I would have been fighting the other two immediately. Now, because that city belongs to Venetians, who I'm trading with right now, and who are not at war with me, it's not as much of a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and station my...
At once. Your next command. On the move.
Alright, so this army's right here. I'm going to go for Korea probably in the very next turn. Just going to go ahead and go for it. I'm going to leave this army here in Medellin, so if these guys dare try anything. Alright, so they have a hidden agent as well. Hopefully they won't do anything. Septimus Capasius Trio is sober. Lucius Numerius Pulcher is loyal. These are both good traits to have. Let's have a look and show you guys kind of what that means. Ah, they actually don't like it that I'm sober. People want me to get drunk. And then who was loyal? Lucius Numerius gives additional Latin influence, which is helpful because he's the guy that... Oh no, he's actually currently in Syracuse, so that's not really helpful at all. I'll go ahead and upgrade the theater in Eulalia. Okay. I am going to go ahead and end the turn while this is
War
up.
is the realm of man. Come, share it with us.
Carthage wants me to join. Nah, no thanks. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cap this episode here, and then we will continue with probably an attack on Korea in the very next episode. Thank you for joining me.
I
Wait.
humbly ask that you
All
at
these
least
offers.
consider a formal treaty. Strong defenses need good foundations.
I'm going to think about this and come back with the next episode. See ya.